Hey everybody, it's Debbie Hayes with my Patch of Blue Sky, and we're back with a new eco-friendly Artisan Enhancements project. And I'm really excited about this one because I think you're going to find it really different than anything you've done before. We're actually going to embed a pattern in a background, which is really cool. Can be used on artwork, on a focus wall, just about anywhere you can imagine. So you might want to stop here and copy out your supplies, get ready, and then all you need to do is paint your surface with a light color chalk paint like country gray with one or two coats and just let that dry. And then we're going to roll on one coat of fine stone by Artisan Enhancements, and you want to make it flat. You're not going for heavy texture, you're just going for sort of a grit. So roll that out nice and flat without big bumps and let that dry really well. And actually by itself it's a really cool look. It's kind of variegated and kind of crunchy, but we're moving on. We're going to get out our VP Antico, lay our stencil down and tape it, and just pull the VP Antico across the stencil. Try not to push too hard. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but you don't really want to squeeze it up underneath a stencil. And then if you need to, let that dry and pick up the stencil and move it if you need to continue your pattern. And then you want to let that dry really good and really hard. Then when you peel it up, you're going to have this great pattern that sits up beautifully. I really kind of like it like that, but of course we're not going to stop. We're going to move on and tape off the design. You want to make this a little bit perfect. Square off your edges because your edges are going to show. Now we want to trowel on a thin coat of VP Antico right on top of the fine stone texture, and you do want this to be pretty smooth, pretty flat. You kind of want to move those edges around so that you don't have a lot of streaks and lines in there. And you want to let that dry really good. And if you use a low angle on your tool, you actually will probably have better success. And then do another coat when that dries and let that finish dry. Remove your tape. And basically you've got this gorgeous embedded design with a gorgeous background that I just think is the really coolest looking thing. This works especially well when you have a stencil with a square background so that you can tape it off. It's going to be a lot tougher to do a more ornate stencil, but you can do it as long as you can tape off the edges. And we're going to be back next time. We're going to have another project. So I hope you'll read my blog and website at mypatchofbluesky.com. And I'll see you again really soon.